What's going on today, guys? Primal Sabbath here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Beast Machines Geckobot. So this is, I feel the only Beast Machines toy that didn't have really any translucent plastic. I mean, there's some, but I think it's in the form of it's just the Spark Crystal, which is very interesting. I, for the longest time, thought this was a regular Beast Wars toy, and I don't know if maybe this was something that they would have, design-wise, ported over from Beast Wars. I really don't know. He's got a lot of the Beast Wars engineering aesthetics, I should say. But he's I don't want to say he's a gecko because he doesn't look like the little Geico guy, but his name's Geckobot, so what do I know? But he does have a lot of techno-organic details, and again, I feel like techno-organic can kind of fit loosely in with Transmetal 2 stuff. If you want, I have these legs pointed forward, but I guess you can kind of bring them back to more of like a, again, typical sort of Beast Wars feet setup, dragon pose, I don't know what you would call it. But other than that, as far as robot mode goes, and I feel like even to a degree beast mode, but I think it's easier explained in robot mode, which is, like all basics, very easy to get to. We'll just move all this stuff up. Fold that down, fold that up, and you just twist and turn some stuff. But I think that this could have been used as like the base for a Botanica. And I say that, I feel like there's some things like the head to me looks very much like Botanica. Like there's no real change in my mind on that. At least maybe not her robot mode head, but definitely her plant mode head. It just reminds me a lot of Botanica. I just recently watched the Beast Machine series, and I'd kind of thought that prior to, going through that rewatch. But it's just something about it seems very similar to Botanica, and I don't know if maybe, I know that that was not something that was planned or anything like that. At least not as a toy, but she became a main cast member and important in my opinion to the show. As far as the way these arms transform, you can kind of go nuts here, but what I like to do is I like to kind of flail these things back. They're on a series of gears, so these two are for the most part connected. I don't know if you can. Well, I guess you can kind of separate them here, and maybe that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. That I don't think was too well thought out. But overall, Geckobot reminds me of Botanica. So that's I kind of have him positioned closer to the Rat Trap, albeit they are both very much out of scale with one another. But I think with, like I said, the proper retooling, we could have potentially gotten a Botanica out of this. And I don't ever expect to see that. I don't ever expect to see a Botanica in any official or unofficial capacity, but I would love to be proved wrong. I know she wasn't a lot of people's favorite characters, but I'm a sucker for show characters, and I'd love to have them all represented in one way or another. So, other than that, that's it for Geckobot. Very awkward arms, but he's got, I feel, all the articulation where you would need it. I wish, maybe these hands would have been sculpted a little bit differently to, give you the option for a turning thumb. But again, Beast Machines really wasn't known for hands-on toys, so kind of think of that what you may, I suppose. But overall, not too terrible. I still kind of barely put it over Longhorn in terms of favorite, because he does have at least somewhat believable hands, even though they literally drag the ground as he walks. But he could use some more paint, I feel, in the torso area. But there is a lot on these wings, on that tail, and even on the head. I just think it would have been nice to kind of get some more of that yellow and red, and maybe a splash of purple in there just to break some of that up, because it is a pretty bland robot mode. Other than that, That's Geckobot. I got him super cheap. I want to say I won him in an auction sealed for like $5, and I got something else, but the seller sent me one of the deployers, and I offered to. Oh, it was Scavenger, and I offered to send the deployer back to trade for Scavenger, and he sent me the he sent me the he sent me the Scavenger for free. He was like, "Man, keep the deployer." So sometimes people will give these little basics away. But he's cool. I think as a unit, with the rest of the non-show, non-record basics, yeah, they do look pretty neat. Other than that, I got really nothing else for it. If you got any questions or comments, drop them down in the comment box. I'll do what I can to answer them. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later.